Zygarde Complete Form. Zygarde operates as the Pokémon world's ultimate environmental safeguard, designed to activate when ecological balance faces complete collapse. This serpentine guardian exists in multiple forms, with its complete form representing maximum power deployment. Zygarde's body consists of individual cells scattered across regions, monitoring ecosystem health continuously. When environmental destruction reaches critical thresholds, these cells converge to form increasingly powerful configurations. The complete form stands as Zygarde's final response to planetary-scale threats. This transformation occurs when Zygarde's other forms sustain critical damage while facing extinction-level dangers. The complete form possesses enough raw power to reshape entire continents, redirect ocean currents, and alter atmospheric composition. Its signature move, Core Enforcer, can permanently disable abilities and neutralize threats that conventional attacks cannot touch. Zygarde's multiverse-threatening potential lies in its absolute authority over life itself. If Zygarde determined that preserving one universe required sacrificing others, it possesses the power to execute such decisions. The complete form can manipulate the fundamental forces that sustain ecosystems across dimensional boundaries. Its cells exist simultaneously across multiple realities, giving it unprecedented reach throughout the multiverse. Ultra Necrozma. Ultra Necrozma represents light energy concentrated to universe-ending levels. This crystalline dragon absorbs light from entire star systems, leaving behind dead zones where photosynthesis becomes impossible and temperatures plummet to absolute zero. Ultra Necrozma's body consists of pure photonic energy compressed into physical form, making it essentially a living star with conscious intent. The transformation into Ultra Necrozma occurs when Necrozma absorbs sufficient light energy from legendary Pokémon like Solgaleo or Lunaloo. This process creates a being capable of manipulating electromagnetic radiation across all spectrums. Ultra Necrozma can generate gamma-ray bursts powerful enough to sterilize entire solar systems. Its light-based attacks operate at the speed of light, making conventional defenses useless. Ultra Necrozma's multiverse-destroying capability stems from its ability to drain light from dimensional barriers themselves. The boundaries between universes require specific energy frequencies to maintain stability. By absorbing these frequencies, Ultra Necrozma can cause dimensional collapse, merging multiple realities into chaotic singularities. Its presence alone warps spacetime, creating gravitational anomalies that tear holes between dimensions. Eternamax Eternatus. Eternamax Eternatus exists as a living violation of physical laws, its mere presence destabilizing reality's fundamental structure. This colossal alien entity measures over 100 meters in length, making it the largest known Pokémon. Its body consists of concentrated Dynamax energy that continuously leaks into surrounding space, causing unpredictable alterations to matter and energy. The Eternamax transformation occurs when Eternatus absorbs massive quantities of Galar particles, the energy source behind the Dynamax phenomenon. In this state, Eternatus becomes a living generator of reality distortion. Its attacks can prevent opposing Pokémon from using moves entirely, suggesting control over the fundamental forces that govern action and reaction. The energy storms surrounding Eternamax Eternatus create tiers in spacetime that connect to unknown dimensions. Eternamax Eternatus threatens the multiverse through uncontrolled energy emission. The Dynamax energy it produces doesn't follow conservation laws, creating matter and energy from nothing. This process gradually destabilizes the mathematical constants that keep reality coherent. If left unchecked, Eternamax Eternatus could cause a cascade failure where the laws of physics break down across multiple universes simultaneously. Mega Rayquaza. Mega Rayquaza achieves power levels that transcend normal legendary classifications. This ancient dragon consumes meteoroids in the stratosphere to fuel its mega evolution, a process that requires no external megastone. The transformation grants Rayquaza complete authority over atmospheric conditions and weather patterns across planetary scales. Its Delta Stream ability creates air currents so powerful they can neutralize attacks that would normally be super effective. The meteoroid consumption process allows Mega Rayquaza to absorb cosmic radiation and exotic matter from space. This diet grants it resistance to attacks from other legendary Pokémon and the ability to survive in the vacuum of space indefinitely. Mega Rayquaza's Dragon Ascent attack can shatter dimensional barriers, allowing it to travel between parallel universes at will. Mega Rayquaza's multiverse-threatening potential lies in its ability to disrupt the cosmic balance maintained by other legendary Pokémon. Its power can force Primal Groudon and Primal Kyogre back into dormancy, demonstrating authority over primal energies that shape the planet. If Mega Rayquaza decided to eliminate the legendary Pokémon maintaining universal stability, no force could prevent the resulting collapse of multiple realities. Hoopa Unbound. Hoopa Unbound manipulates space through interdimensional portals, creating connections between distant locations and separate universes. This djinn-like entity can summon legendary Pokémon from across the multiverse, forcing them through dimensional rifts regardless of their consent. Hoopa's rings serve as gateways that ignore distance, time, and dimensional boundaries entirely. The Unbound transformation occurs when Hoopa's power is no longer contained by the prison bottle. In this state, Hoopa gains 6 arms and the ability to create dozens of portals simultaneously. Each portal represents a potential point of failure in the multiverse's structure. Hoopa Unbound can reach into alternate timelines, parallel dimensions, and pocket realities to extract whatever it desires. Hoopa Unbound threatens the multiverse through portal destabilization. Each dimensional gateway weakens the barriers between realities. Creating too many portals simultaneously could cause dimensional boundaries to collapse entirely, merging multiple universes into a single chaotic space. Hoopa's lack of understanding regarding consequences makes it particularly dangerous, as it might accidentally destroy the multiverse while attempting to satisfy its curiosity. Dialga Origin Form. Dialga Origin Form represents temporal authority in its purest expression. This steel dragon controls the flow of time across all dimensions, maintaining the chronological order that prevents paradoxes from destroying reality. The Origin Form transformation reveals Dialga's true nature as the embodiment of time itself, unrestricted by physical limitations. Origin Form Dialga can manipulate causality directly, making effects occur before their causes, or preventing events from happening retroactively. Its Roar of Time attack doesn't just deal damage, but can erase targets from the timeline entirely. The temporal distortions surrounding Origin Form Dialga create zones where past, present, and future exist simultaneously. Dialga's multiverse-destroying potential stems from its absolute control over temporal flow. If Dialga stopped maintaining chronological order, time would become chaotic across all realities. Past and future would merge randomly, creating paradoxes that unravel the logical structure of existence. Dialga could also accelerate time to its heat death or reverse it to the moment before creation, effectively ending or restarting the entire multiverse. Palkia Origin Form. Palkia Origin Form embodies spatial authority without restriction, controlling the dimensional framework that allows matter to exist in organized patterns. This pearl-adorned dragon can reshape space at will, creating impossible geometries that violate three-dimensional logic. The Origin Form reveals Palkia's true nature as the living embodiment of space itself. Origin Form Palkia can fold space to make distant locations adjacent or stretch small areas to infinite size. Its spatial rend attack tears holes in dimensional fabric that never heal naturally. These spatial wounds create permanent instabilities that gradually spread, weakening the structural integrity of reality itself. Palkia's multiverse-threatening capability lies in its control over dimensional boundaries. The barriers separating different universes are spatial constructs that Palkia can manipulate or destroy. If Palkia eliminated these boundaries, all parallel realities would collapse into a single point, creating a dimensional singularity that destroys everything through infinite compression. Alternatively, Palkia could expand space infinitely, spreading matter so thin that atoms lose cohesion. Arceus. Arceus exists as the creator and sustainer of all reality, possessing absolute authority over existence itself. This divine entity emerged from nothingness before time and space existed, then shaped the fundamental forces that govern the multiverse. Arceus created Dialga, Palkia, and Giratina to manage specific aspects of reality while retaining ultimate control over all cosmic functions. The multi-type ability allows Arceus to become any elemental type instantly, representing its mastery over all fundamental forces. The 18 plates of Arceus contain fragments of its original power, each governing a different aspect of existence. When Arceus reclaims all plates, it regains the complete power used to create the multiverse originally. Arceus threatens the multiverse simply by existing as its foundation. If Arceus ceased to exist, the mathematical and physical laws it established would collapse immediately. Reality would revert to the primordial void that existed before creation. Arceus could also choose to recreate the multiverse according to different principles, effectively ending the current reality and replacing it with something entirely new. Its judgment attack represents the power to decide what deserves to exist and what should be eliminated from reality permanently. Giratina Origin Form. Giratina Origin Form represents antimatter and negation in their purest forms. This ghostly dragon was banished to the distortion world for its violent nature, where it rules over a realm where physical laws operate in reverse. The Origin Form reveals Giratina's true nature as the embodiment of destruction and chaos. The distortion world serves as a cosmic recycling center where broken timelines and failed realities end up. Giratina processes this dimensional debris, preventing it from contaminating stable realities. However, Giratina's resentment over its banishment makes it potentially willing to destroy the multiverse that rejected it. Giratina's multiverse-threatening potential lies in its antimatter composition and control over negation. If Giratina entered normal space in sufficient quantities, the matter-antimatter reaction would annihilate entire galaxies. Giratina can also reverse the fundamental processes that sustain reality, making creation become destruction and order become chaos. Its Shadow Force attack allows it to phase between dimensions, potentially spreading antimatter contamination throughout the multiverse. Shadow Mewtwo. Shadow Mewtwo represents psychic power corrupted by dark energy, creating a being of pure malevolent intent. This artificial Pokémon combines Mewtwo's already overwhelming psychic abilities with shadow energy that amplifies negative emotions and destructive impulses. The shadow corruption removes all moral restraints while exponentially increasing power levels. The shadow transformation occurs when Mewtwo is exposed to concentrated negative energy, typically through artificial means. Shadow Mewtwo gains the ability to corrupt other Pokémon, spreading its malevolent influence like a psychic virus. Its psychic powers become focused entirely on domination and destruction rather than protection or understanding. Shadow Mewtwo threatens the multiverse through psychic contamination. Its corrupted mental energy can spread across dimensional boundaries, infecting other realities with shadow corruption. If Shadow Mewtwo gained access to the psychic network connecting all conscious beings, it could corrupt every mind in the multiverse simultaneously, turning all intelligent life into extensions of its malevolent will. Paradox Pokémon and Terra Crystal Interaction. Paradox Pokémon represent temporal anomalies that exist outside normal chronological flow. These creatures come from alternate timelines where evolution followed different paths, creating beings that shouldn't exist according to current reality's rules. The interaction between Paradox Pokémon and Terra Crystals creates unprecedented instabilities in space-time. Terra Crystals contain concentrated energy from the planet's core, allowing Pokémon to temporarily change their elemental typing. When Paradox Pokémon undergo terastallization, the process creates temporal feedback loops that weaken the barriers between timelines. Each terastallized Paradox Pokémon becomes a potential breach point where alternate realities can bleed through. The multiverse threat emerges from accumulated temporal damage. As more Paradox Pokémon interact with Terra Crystals, the timeline becomes increasingly unstable. Eventually, the barriers between past, present, and future could collapse entirely, merging all possible timelines into a single chaotic reality where causality no longer functions. This temporal collapse would spread across dimensional boundaries, affecting parallel universes and ultimately destroying the coherent structure of the entire multiverse. Missing Number. Missing Number represents a fundamental glitch in reality's programming, a data corruption that manifests as a partially formed Pokémon. This entity exists in the spaces between valid data, occupying memory addresses that should remain empty. Missing Number's presence indicates that reality itself contains exploitable vulnerabilities. The glitch nature of Missing Number allows it to duplicate items and alter fundamental constants that govern Pokémon behavior. Its existence proves that the universe operates according to underlying code that can be corrupted or manipulated. Missing Number can access memory locations containing critical system information, potentially allowing it to modify the basic rules of existence. Missing Number threatens the multiverse through reality corruption. If this glitch entity gained access to the core programming that maintains universal stability, it could introduce errors that cascade throughout all of existence. The corruption would spread like a virus, turning ordered reality into chaotic data fragments. Eventually, the accumulated errors would cause complete system failure, reducing the entire multiverse to meaningless static and corrupted information.